started out with the drums. I made them previously, and I just started on top of this. So this is just a sound that I dropped in, and then FL Studio's own Flex with this weird sound, but high. I mean, I did some processing on it, give it some character. I'll show you what I did with this guy. I just put origin on it, and lately I've been finding myself dipping this 25K range. It just, I don't know if it's my ears or what, but it sounds very harsh to me. This gives it all that character and dirtiness. Gotta have it. I mean, somebody only rap on this if they're trying to be silly or something, right? I like that, but it can't have a whole phrase. It would have to start the phrase and then another instrument finish the phrase, like a call and jeez, can't even remember. Call and response. Holy freaking brains fried. All right, we'll just add it right off. We're gonna quantize this, make sure they're on beat, which they are. Bring this over, just so it rings out good. I gotta do a little bit of fixing up, little trick. If you want this whole chain that you built here to put on another track, you just go to File, Save Mixer Track, click it, hold it, bring it over, and just drop it. And it just copies everything you had onto that new track. Basically everything, even the level. See, when adding instruments though, you gotta be careful, because if you're gonna have somebody on the track rapping, which that's the whole idea, you add all this and it can be too much. But what I like to do is overproduce, and then just when I'm done and I got a lot of stuff that I like the sound of, I will start cutting stuff out. Cutting things out is just as important as adding stuff. It's like anything. If you already have something to work with, now you just gotta edit and whittle down so you can make a nice little polished piece. So focus on just getting something done, getting something to a point where you're like, oh yeah, that's cool, and then start moving things around, dropping things out here and there. Once I figured that out in my process, just add a bunch of stuff, and then you can always take it away. Okay, so we'll bring this in, we'll mess with it. So it's got, oh, I might be wait. No, I'm right. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it's supposed to go here. It's a little off. So we'll just chop off right at that point. If you change the size of this, make sure you put it on auto. That'll bring it back to its original pitch. A little too much low end, I think. Let's see if we use it just as like a riser. It's a little too loud. Right in that 25K, 3K area, right where it's ear piercing. I always have a lot of build up there, and that's also where my voice falls. Alright. I don't know if I'll keep it, but it's there. Maybe we should go back to add the brass. Brass makes things sound bigger. That's why I went straight for the brass, to add some energy to the hook. Sometimes I feel like a chord doesn't really work in some instances, especially I find a lot of times on the downbeat. Maybe it's because I already got them, and adding this is just way too much. See, it sounds weird, but just the C sounds good. That was a little too much. I think we're looking at single notes here. I'm always worried about going overboard. Let's just add it. And then we'll switch the sounds. That's probably good enough. Alright. Don't need that. We got a 4-bar. We will quantize. Alright, what makes more sense? Maybe this should go over here. I think I need to bring that back to that quarter. Oh, I didn't take that with me over there. Okay. Ooh, that one's better. I like that. Okay, now we also gotta switch something else up. Maybe get rid of that crash on that. That's too much. Okay. Kind of liking that too. I also want to change up the hi-hat. Kind of want to do, instead of quarter hits, do eighth. Control B. If you have this highlighted, we'll double it over. Of course, I gotta cut out. Alright, can we give it some swing? We'll find out real quick. Ooh, what do we think? Control B, Control B, Control B. I don't want it so tight though. Like every couple we won't be so swingy. Bring them back a little bit. Kind of like it's really being played, you know? All right, let's see what it sounds like now. Still need some fills. Plan with that is to take the bell and make it a audio clip rather than MIDI file. Not be confused with any other file. So now I want to take this and pitch it down. So now I can get a different vibe out of this. Now let's try it again. It's got too much bass in it now. I wanted to use it as either a intro or another section. Maybe we can use it as like outro. I don't know. Maybe we can use them somehow. Let's see what happens if I go up. Nope. Nope. Kinda has to stay there. We will copy this and this over here. It's almost like it leaves you hanging, kinda. It's pretty cool. Still gotta do more though. I mean, it's pretty boring just letting everything just run through. This is a good start though. We got one section, one verse, second verse, then our hook, which I mean still needs some work. And a lot of the time it's about getting something on your screen, you know, something down on paper. Once you got something, now you have a set of limitations. A big part of making music is taking away stuff, which will give room to more stuff, like the vocals. I feel like there's enough room for vocals, even in the hook portion. Honestly, I kind of want to add more. I want it to sound huge, but you can only do so much. Maybe I could layer more stuff. So there is our horn. See what happens if we roll it down. So let's see what happens if we add both. Ooh, kind of like it. It adds a little bit of weight. We could even cut that one out and then go into this one. If you can't hear it and it only adds like the feeling of something new, that could be cool. I think I need a few more fills, some risers. So now I kind of want to be like wherever that symbol was. Where is it here? Right here, 10. So this is here. Kind of want to be like everything just sounds good in it. I mean, I want the hook to sound big, so we're gonna do it. If you go to time here, you can find time shift, just like I was doing with these, except with this. I could have done the same thing, but it's all good. I want these to kind of hit after the snare. It's a lot of high information going on. A lot. I mean, this right here, maybe, because this is sitting on the snare, maybe we can pull it over so it's not hitting. Actually, maybe I might. Well, let's see what it sounds like. It was going over by 0.3. Now that I moved that over, I moved the transient out of the way of the snare. So when the transient of the snare hits, this isn't hitting. It's hitting right after it, but it's also hitting on the tambourine. But the tambourine is 4 whatever microseconds after the snare, and this is 5. So they just miss each other. What was that? Why is that? What's hitting right there? Okay. What is that? The crash, okay. I just, by removing that mid information or low mid. Just gives more room for other instruments because we're not using this portion of it. We're using this portion of it. Let me see here. Yeah, it's mostly all this. So I don't need that information at all. The more information sound you stack on to each other, the less loudness you can really achieve. Let me show you. So here's your entire song playing. You got your kick, your bass, with side chains, so neither of them are hitting at the same time. Kick hits, the bass ducks. Same thing. I have everything routed to the bass and the instruments, and I got my side chain compression on. When these instruments are playing and the drums hit, they duck out in this area. This is mostly where my instruments are. The melody, the bell. It's mostly with the instruments, it's mostly for the hi-hat and the snare. When the snare hits, it ducks out the melody information. Don't really need to have everything playing at the exact same time, especially when you have a transient. Transient's going to be a peak of information just like skyrocketing up. So if you remove information that's in that exact path, like say, like the bottom end of the snares right here, and when it hits, it's like boom. Well, say this is the melody where it's like dancing along, like and this hits. You want this to go boing. You never hear the difference. It's too fast for the ear to pick up on. And that's how I gain my loudness. If I didn't use that, it would be a mess. I'll show you, especially with this here. Unless you have everything in its own frequency range, and it looks like I kind of do, but the other thing to remember is the limiter is also picking up this information. See, as soon as I shut the limiter off, it stopped catching the peaks. So I'm technically going over by 6, negative 0.6. So this is catching negative 0.6 of the information going over and bringing it back down. And I'm pretty happy with the loudness I'm at. 8. It's pretty good. Just jumped up to 0. So yeah, the only thing more I would add is some more fills. Maybe drop this out here, get rid of the hi-hat here, just so it doesn't feel like everything's playing at the same time all the time. Drop some stuff out. Some people say every 8 seconds, but that's a lot. That'd be more like every 4 bars. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 bars right here. So this is 8 right here. So let's see how much time passes. Well, 4 bars right here, 6 seconds. So they want something new to happen every 4 bars, which is a lot. And I mean, I try to do that. I got the intro, only 4, and then comes in with the drums, and then I try to go every 8 bars. If you can do something every 4, just something fill. I mean, that's technically what they do in rock music. Every 4 bars, they do a little fill or crash to go back in. And I kind of am doing that, but that's kind of what the crash is for and all that. That's like here. So that comes at the 4th. This one, the 2 bars. So it kind of gradually comes in, and then I'd have to change something here so that it keeps that pattern going. Then over here, you got 8 bars where it completely changes the instrumentation, goes back, and then comes back into the hook. Another thing is you want to gradually ramp it up so that by the time you get to the end, it's like everything's going crazy. Like maybe even throw all that stuff in at the end here, and even add more. So you got like a wall of sound, as they call it. I wanted to add a few more things to this track. Like I was saying, it needed some risers and stuff to bring it from one section to the next. I know we got some fills, but everything feels so on beat that it almost feels robotic. So gotta fix that just by adding a few things that don't start on the beat, but start before the beat and then travels through it. So I added this, which sounds like. So I'm thinking I'll drop that in, just add a couple things like this, so it'll be like right in here. It's a little loud. Still a little bit loud. Maybe a little too long too. Can either shorten it or cut it. I'm not sure which yet. Let's see what happens here. Might be a little too short. Okay. I'll bring this back up. Okay. And that's that. There could be some more variations on the main melody. There's a bunch of things you could do. Could just keep this section, all of this here, but I like how it switches. Could try to filter these, add some more automation. But yeah, I try to at least change it up every 8 bars. I know this is kind of flat out all the same melody, but I try to change different things within that, not just the melody, but adding ear candy like the swell, the fills, could even add more instruments. Got to be careful not to overload it. But I kind of want to work on another beat. So subscribe, give it a like, say you hate it, do your thing.